two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Pickett now on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 33 yards that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mayfield on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The Colts at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First and 10, Taylor now. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The slot man in motion right. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Back to throw. Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And the slot man goes in motion left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Pickett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pickett now from the gun here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pickett back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 8 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
First down, and they go back to Harris. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 48 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Run.
To throw, Mayfield. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
30 yards.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because they run out for the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Trucks over him. It's like a freight train. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First and 10, here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is Harris. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it 4th down be any different. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, alert!
1st down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Montravius Adams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Run.
From the gun, Mayfield completing it to the right side. Johnson
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
King!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Colts answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mayfield to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield forced out to under pressure again, and down he goes again. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Alert!
Throwing, Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. On second down, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Let's go now.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Pickett. Pass complete to Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. They'll run with Harris. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Pickett on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On the ground, it's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he missed it. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on.